Hey, what's up, TMTU? Hey, I'm back with my boo.
What's up?
K in the building. Hey, we're about to get live with Till Death Do Us Part. Tune in right now. Let's get it. All right, what's up, family? So good to see y'all. Okay, we back in the building with him.
Back in the building.
Yeah, TMTU. Hey, couple of housekeeping notes for y'all. Look, stop shacking up with us. Stop Netflix and chilling with us, and subscribe to the Marriage Tune -up on our YouTube channel, man. The Marriage Tune -up. All right. That way, hey, you don't miss any of our segments, right?
Right.
Yeah, we can have a good time and kick it, and you can go back to it and all that good stuff. So hey, today, well, real quick, also shout out to all of our sponsors and things like that.
Yes.
We're gonna roll the credits at the end, but big ups to Rick and Karen Owens, man. That's our show, right? You see our show. Hey, Righteous Culture doing their thing. This is a saying that I always say: "To God be the glory."
To God be the glory.
And they hooked me up, man. So
to God be the glory.
So I had to rock it, man. I had to rock it. Hey, so we're gonna be talking about man,
the vows. So we're going to be concluding our series that we started late last year regarding the marital vows. How's the series been working with you?
I think the series is bomb, but I don't know if I'm biased or not.
I feel like you a little bit are.
But here's the thing though. Hey, I definitely got something out of it. I definitely learned something from it. I don't.
What'd you learn, babe? What'd you learn? Real quick.
I don't take those words for granted anymore. For richer or for poorer, because we've been there. In sickness and health, because we've been there. You know what I'm saying? Or we know folks that have been there. So this last part, till death do us part.
Right.
And I think we're doing that. It's an in motion thing. But man, sometimes you get on my last nerve. Man.
You get on mine too,
that
man.
One right here.
You right here for me, right here in the front.
Okay.
But yeah, so we definitely wanted to go ahead and finish off this series talking about till death do us part. And what I got from the series overall was that I did not know what I was signing up for.
Right.
But I'm still glad that I signed up for it.
Amen.
You know what I mean? I kind of like you a little bit today.
A little bit. Yeah.
So I'm glad I signed up for it, but I did not. What the series has shown me that marriage and those vows are very, very.
It's the depth and gravity of it is not a game.
Not a game.
It's no joke, folks.
So I definitely got that from it. But yeah, I just want to real quick. I was this last weekend. We lost a person who was like a second mother to me. She was like a second mother to me. And I remember we went to the funeral home to view her, and her husband was there. And I just remember talking to him, and I just remember telling him that, you know what, you really honored your vows. And I just want to say thank you for being that example and showing me, because I've known him all my life.
That's right. I salute you,
and
Mr.
so
Fuller.
to shout out to Ben Fuller, that he really showed me. He showed us, in sickness and in health, because she had been sick. So she had been sick since 2014. And so he took care of her. He in sickness and in health, and he took care of her until the very end. So I talked to him, and I was like, you know what, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. So you really was with her till death did you part. So you know what, she's in heaven right now. I know she's looking down on us right now, and I know she's like, Akemi, because they don't know me by K, they know me as Akemi. So so I just shout out to her too. I love her,
peace, Mama
and may she rest in peace.
We will see you again.
We will see you again. I just wanted that was
I received that.
To death do us part. So and in that I was thinking, I'm like, but you know what? For us, because we haven't experienced till death do us part.
Right. Not yet.
So
because it's coming.
Yet.
Either on one side or another. You the way I look at it, babe, you in line.
Right.
And you just moving up.
Right.
Somebody got to go.
Right. I just heard a message today. The preacher's like, Christian folk, we love to say when I get to heaven, 20, 50, 60 years from now. Anybody trying to go real quick right now. Anybody trying to go right now. But
time,
but when I do go to heaven, but take your time. I'm cool, for right now. But so I wanted to talk about not till death do us part, as in physical death do us part, but sometimes we can have deaths in our marriage. Yeah. While we're walking through this journey called marriage or whatever, we can have some deaths. Yeah. We can walk through the valley like David.
Absolutely.
Yea, though I walk. We can walk through the valley of death. Yeah, absolutely. So let's I want to unpack that today. I really want to talk about dead marriages and it could be a dead season in your marriage.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
I feel like we had some dead.
No.
Have you had?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we've talked about or discussed that before. About the seasons in your marriage, you know what I'm saying? Whether you're in winter, spring, summer, or fall.
Yeah.
And sometimes winter becomes a prolonged winter.
Right.
Before everything is ice aged over.
Right.
For years,
Right.
And I think this segment will definitely help couples our age, younger or older, that are saying, because I know some cats they married 40 years, and said, yo, we out.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
And it's like, what? Dude, they was married 43 years.
Yeah. Why you just can't go and stick it out?
Jessup, what are you doing? That type thing. So I'm looking forward to unpacking this as well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're talking about dead marriages or dead seasons in the marriage. And guess what? Because even in that, Aaron, we are parting till death do us part. So even in that, I feel like we're
no, absolutely.
Do us part.
And
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And to the Marriage Tune-Up Nation, I would pray that you guys would look at it like that, dude. One, physical death, and then two, something like divorce. That's a death. And then three, dude. Okay, you in there, but you just two ships passing in the night.
Right,
dude. It's so many different ways that you can unpack this and look at it. So you got to make sure, it's all good.
So even though divorce does not usually result in the death of either party, the process of mourning the loss of the marriage has the same steps as mourning the loss of someone to death. So divorce is a death. Do you, no, be honest with our listeners, you've been divorced before.
Been there.
This is your second marriage. So talk about
divorced
that.
and then remarried. And it is definitely a ripping. So imagine ripping off your arm or your leg. You know what I'm saying? It's painful. It can be deadly because from there, okay, are you bouncing back and saying, Lord, I know you're going to take me through the wilderness, but I'm a hold for you. I know you're going to bring me out. Or are you going to be that person that just digresses so much that
you smell good.
Thank you, man. You look good.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You smell good, dog.
But that's going to digress so much that you can't get out of the hole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, two are better than one. He can help you out of the hole.
Right.
You can't get out of the hole, so you die there.
Right.
It's no joke with that.
Let me read you this and then tell me what you think.
Okay.
So much worse than the end of a marriage is a marriage that dies but never gets the grace of a kind ending.
Yeah.
That's talking about divorce right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like so much worse than the end of a marriage is a marriage that dies, but is never given the grace of a kind ending. Man. So the marriage,
yeah. What do you think about that?
I did that research. That's heavy, but it's talking about divorce. Divorce is like you're saying, a ripping, and it's not a kind ending.
No, it's not.
I know people get divorced. They foul out of love and they go their separate ways or whatever. I'm just like, it's not a kind. It's not a kind ending.
Oh man, what were we watching? We were watching.
Hold on, tell me first.
It's all love here.
Just kidding.
Hey, we were watching Dope Sick.
Dope Sick.
We were watching Dope Sick, and the person was so into their work in their job, in their career, that they couldn't see their husband just further and further being distanced away. And I know when it was finally finalized, they kind of hugged and they cried. It's like, because they were still friends, and I think that's what you're talking about. And they cried, but they were separated. I was like, what the heck is going on here? But I think the grace is what you're saying your aunt, your uncle are dealing with right now. Your uncle, Mr. Fuller, it was a graceful ending. Hey, my spouse of 53 years. 53 years. Come on, what y'all know about that? What's that? 410, something like that. Dude, I did exactly what God told me to do. Whereas in a divorce, it's like F you, later for you, later for you. Well, I ain't gonna tell you what I'm doing, and that's not graceful.
It's not a kind ending.
No, it's not.
It's not a kind ending.
I don't want to be there, man.
So let me ask you this: how many people? Do you know anyone that has stayed in a zombie-like marriage, like The Walking Dead, like you said before, like two ships passing in the night?
Yeah. Well,
I don't think that's what God meant.
Yeah, He's not intended for the marriage.
No,
I think it's intended for, because I don't think we have to look any further than ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. We've been there where, dude, what's our number? What's our number? If we had to put a number on the wilderness or the hell, what's our number?
8 3/4.
8 3/4. If you ask anybody, we're going to tell you 8 3/4 years. So I think for 8 3/4 years, we were in the wilderness.
Who's dead?
Yeah, we were dead. It was Ice Age. We were two ships passing in the night, and as we was passing, we was hitting cannons at each other. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So I think we can look at us and say, but at the same time, I think we are a living, walking testimony of, dude, don't tell me what God can't do.
Come on, man.
If you put your work in, God's like, dude, I got you here. Now that's what you're gonna do with it.
Right.
And I think we all, you and I, we decided at some point, man, I got to be all in.
All in.
All money in.
Yeah.
Big up, Nip.
Shout out to Nip. Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this: has a death occurred in your marriage?
Yeah. Again, I think that goes along with that.
8 3/4 years.
Yeah, man. It was hard, man. It was tough. And then you have, I think like we're living with COVID right now. I think you wind up having a perfect storm. The perfect storm, meaning do. So not only are you not liking me and I'm not liking you, I refuse to see your way. You refuse to see my way. We have defensive walls up with archers and moats around it, where if you step in the water, we can light it on fire. We just got and then on top of that, now you got, dude, the finances ain't right.
Man.
Dude, we're a blended family.
Man.
The kids are acting a fool. They're young. We're inexperienced. We're not making enough money. We're not in our word. Come on, that's a big one. Man, we asking Jesus to help us and ain't reading nothing. Man, get out of here. That's what Jesus said. Get out of here, Jack. So tough.
Good, yes, okay. So your feelings may have died. Your fairy tale of being the new power couple, or maybe the death of how you saw your spouse. Death to intimacy. Here's a big one for women. How about death? Maybe even there's been a death to respect. If there is a death to respect in your marriage, to the ladies, if there's a death to respect.
Right, to us too. You're saying between us.
I'm just saying, if there's a death and respect to, as far as us, a woman to the husband, a wife to the. If I don't respect you,
it's hell up in Harlem.
It's
that's real talk right
there. So maybe
and let's be honest, but even right now, sometimes, dude, we still get into our heated fellowships. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I'll be like, yo, bro, but now it's not, you don't, I say, I feel like you don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took this. And then, you'll come back and say, no, that's not how I meant it. And from there, I got to humble myself. And okay, she's saying that's not how I meant. So, let me not burn the house down.
Again.
Yeah.
What happens when one stays in a marriage after death has occurred? Let me read you a couple of the stats. Once one announces the death of a marriage, one may mourn. Because again, a death of a marriage, as like speaking like divorce. If a person is like getting a divorce or whatever, a death has occurred. A death to your feelings, a death to your compassion for your compassion for your spouse.
That's good.
Your death for respect of your spouse. A death of what our future could have held for us.
Man.
Whatever it's a deaths happen. You know what I mean? So, and then with a death, there's mourning.
Yeah.
If something dies, we typically mourning.
Yeah, there's no.
Remember when the kid's hamster died?
Yeah,
Oreo, and we had to go and bury him outside. I'm telling you, it's a death too. When there's death, there's mourning.
Yeah, you know
what I mean. So here's what you may be mourning the loss of a dream you had walking down the aisle. Because I'm telling you, every bride walking down the aisle, you have a dream.
Yeah. So what is it in a dream? What do you picture, like always going good, and you got the white picket fence?
Yeah, my husband's gonna love me. He's gonna take care of me.
Okay, got you.
It's a fairy tale.
Most of us do is like, man,
just get to the booty. I already said, okay. Yeah. Good times we share. You're mourning the good times you share. If you are, if a death comes to a divorce, through a divorce, or a separation, even a separation. The good times we share, you're mourning that. You're mourning the potential future that I'm destroying.
Yeah, real talk.
You're mourning the stability. That's another one. A big one for women.
Yeah.
The stability. When you're walking down the aisle, you security, stability, that's so super important.
Someone said death to respect is a doozy. Interested to see how couples can recover from multiple deaths, particularly if you have been in that state for years. Man, real talk right there. Because all of that winds up happening.
Right. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, fine. You also mourning the existing life I have. If you go get ready to go through a divorce, you're mourning the existing life that you have. No matter how much it may not be the life that you wanted.
Right.
But it may be, there's times where you're comfortable in that life. You're comfortable in that life. And so now to divorce or to separate from that person, or a death to the marriage, you may feel like, you're mourning your existing life. You know what I mean? I think the mourning, the grieving, the anger, all of those things that go with death. There are steps on it. Yeah.
Blaming yourself.
Denial.
Exactly.
Everything. Yeah.
I think all of that has to come into play. There's no way that you don't get to experience that stuff in death,
Okay. Here are 5 questions to ask yourself to find out if you're in a dying or a dead marriage. Here are also 5 action items to do if you find that you are.
Yeah. We're not just going to tell you about them. We want to give you some tools to use, but you got to decide if you're going to unpack them and rock them.
Question number 1, why do I feel unhappy? There are 4 primary emotions, happiness, sadness, anger, and fear. With regard to your relationship, you probably feel the emotion of sadness in some form. Maybe you're feeling angry and fear to some extent too. The question is why? So if you're feeling unhappy, then practically speaking, your body is informing you that something is important to you and you need to pay attention to it.
I received that.
Okay. So action number 1 is write down the specific things that are important to you in your relationship, marriage, that you feel are falling short. I feel like that's a good action item.
Yeah.
If you're unhappy, okay, why am I unhappy?
Yeah.
Why, if I'm to try to figure out if I'm in a dead or dying marriage, why am I unhappy? Okay, yeah, I'm unhappy.
Hey, write it down.
Write down. Why am I specifically unhappy?
Yeah.
Because you or this did not occur.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times, folks, we may not know how to express it. We've said this to each other. I just don't know how to tell you. Okay, definitely. Cool. Write it down, make it plain, and that will formulate, what's going on.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Question number 2: does my partner know why I feel the way I feel? That's a good one. Does my partner know why I feel the way I feel? Couples often operate out of the emotions of the erroneous belief that their partners know what they want.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. Dude, why are you mad at me?
Yeah. But you should know.
Stop it. You're right. Exactly. That's the age-old right there.
If your partner doesn't know how you feel, how are they supposed to help you or meet your emotional needs?
Hey, look what someone said. He said, why are we even looking towards our significant others for happiness?
What's up, Reese?
Yeah. And I feel that right there, because
grand fam.
Who should we be looking to?
Exactly.
The Lord first. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll flow everything where it needs to be from there. But we still got work to put in with that, though.
Right.
So I should be trying to make you happy, because God is telling me, dude, take care of my daughter.
Right.
So big ups to that.
Okay. Let me tell you this in action. So action to that is prepare for a conversation with your partner. Map out what you like to say.
Ooh-wee.
Put your feelings at the forefront and don't blame your partner. Start the conversation with, I feel, or my concern is, how do you feel about that?
Yeah. See, I got to work on that. Because see, right after I say I feel, I start blaming Kay for everything. And you didn't, and you ain't, and you didn't, so exactly. I got to, for real, you just going to say exactly?
Exactly.
Dang, dude. Yeah, so I got, I have to work on that balance there. Looking at the speck or the log in my eye before I look at the speck in yours.
I'm going to look at the plank in mine.
Man, yeah.
Okay.
Forest.
Question number 3, moving through these kind of fast.
Okay.
Do I know how my partner feels? Do I know how my partner feels? Yeah. If you're feeling unhappy in your relationship, marriage, odds are that your partner has some areas where they like to experience change too.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that.
Here's a quote. Relationships are adaptive and relationship problems are not cause and effect, but circular in nature. Each partner's behavior pulls and influences the other partner's behavior. So it's kind of like a give and take. It's like, it's
rotating.
It's rotating.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? You okay. Yeah. You got this. You got.
Hey, you remember a long time ago, man, we were in counseling. And the counselor said, yo, Kate, you're rotating around.
Orbiting.
Yeah. And this is what you're talking about right here, and man, when it come back around, oh hell, and then it goes away and you're good for a minute. And then it comes back. So yeah. But hey, babe, I love the way you put together. Number 2 was, does my partner know why I feel this way? And then number 3 was, do I know how my partner feels? That's awesome right there. Because a lot of times we're not feeling each other. So you don't know. And I don't know, but we going off of what we suspect.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real funky with you. I really don't care. I really don't care how you feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the point, because I'm not getting my need met. If I'm not getting my need met, I'm really not trying to figure out, let me see how does Aaron feel?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
But don't you believe that somebody's got to break through that barrier? Because the devil's like, dude, I put it up and I'm loving it. Let me get me some caramel popcorn.
Yeah.
And I have to eat some humble pie. And ain't nothing wrong with humble pie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You get full up there too.
The meek shall inherit. You know what I'm saying? So I think I need to do that more. I'm just speaking for myself. Dude, I need to, practice some humility more.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Typically, in cases of unhappy marriages, you find yourself stuck in a way of relating with your partner, processing, organizing, and regulating emotions in the same unproductive way. The goal is to get you unstuck. To that end, do you know exactly how your partner feels about your relationship? On a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied is your partner in your relationship, and why would they choose that number?
Yeah.
I think that's good.
See that.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. 8.5.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nah, you know me. There's always room for improvement.
Yes, I know.
I'll take the 6, bro. Is the 6 still passing? Is the 60 still passing? 65.
I want to say this based on what you just said right now.
Okay.
Here's the reality. Studies show that your best shot of relational change happens not only when your partner understands how you feel, but when you understand how your partner feels. It has been said that most successful marriage of couples counseling says that, here it is. Emotion is the music in the dance of adult intimacy. When we change the music, we change the dance.
Yeah.
That's good. We
might want to talk to, hey, look, I'm about to change to some salsa. I know we was just on some slow stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're about to change to some what's that DC music? Go-go.
Go-go.
Yeah, go-go.
Or what's that Chicago music? That house.
Yeah, and then wind up stepping on each other's feet. Because I'm still on salsa and you on some house music.
But if we talk about it, and
now
you tell
we can
me,
switch it.
Yeah, we talk about it. Yeah. Okay.
I feel that.
So action number 3 is simply reflect on your partner and how they might feel in the context of your current relationship. As far as it depends on you, attempt to build some empathy for them. That's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just said to you, I don't really care how you feeling when my needs are getting met.
Right.
So maybe I should try to build some empathy about what you might be going through.
Yeah.
I did that the other day and didn't even know I was doing it.
Praise God.
Did you see that?
No,
seriously, I did the other day. I'm like, you know what? Okay, so yeah, Aaron going off or whatever, but okay, you know what? And then you came home and said, okay, I got a lot of weight on me. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, so like what? Because he just going.
Don't make me cry right now, man.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out, okay, so let me figure out how can I empathize and help my husband versus let me add to the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me try to.
And I think you handled that very well. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. Because it is a struggle out here. No doubt. So I think it's a blessing to have you by my side. Again, I believe the word, man. 2 is better than 1. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't there, bro, probably talking to the walls. What? What'd you say? So good looking. Thank you. Thank you.
How can I change what the question?
Well, it says acknowledging and understanding doesn't have a lot of value if there's no change. Do you really care? Big, yeah, that's lovely right there.
Question number 4. How can I change myself? When something makes you feel unhappy, the knee-jerk reaction might be to blame someone or something else for the cause. It's just human nature. The question is, are you part of that problem? Dang, don't hit us like that. Yeah. Are you part of that problem?
I think there's no way not to put you in the equation. It's you, your spouse, and God.
Right.
So for you to say you're not part of the problem, come on, Jimmy, stop it.
So listen to this. Before you say no, I'm not part of the problem, consider what psychologists call the fundamental attribution error. The fundamental attribution error, which is because of our human error, we tend to be more forgiving of our own mistakes and less forgiving of others.
Man,
that's that's definitely me.
But we just talked about, dude. I know that we're looking at scholars that are saying this, but dude, that's Jesus.
Yeah,
you're saying exactly what you said, dude. Let's look at the planks before we look at the specs,
right?
In you, bro. So yeah, real talk right there. I love that.
Action item number 4: write down all the ways in which you can grow and change. Your partner is for more likely to respond favorably if you take the humble route and proactively share responsibility in your relationship.
Yeah, real talk.
Surprisingly, one of the best ways to influence change in others is to change yourself.
Ooh-wee.
Last one. Question number 5. How long am I willing to wait? How long am I willing to wait for my to be in this dead marriage? How long am I willing to wait? Sometimes marriages get to the breaking point where one or both people in the relationship are fed up, out of steam, and lacking any energy to extend themselves toward the other. This is one of the most difficult mental places to be and requires courage to ask the 5th and final question.
Well, before you get to the 5th and final, or if you want to go to it, it's fine.
No,
because I love it. How long are you willing to wait? And I think we as a people have always been like, how long, Lord?
Yeah.
How long? You know what I'm saying? Whether it was with slavery, whether it was Jim Crow, whether it's what you're going through individually as a couple, you know, finances or death. And how long this? And God is like, until I tell you to.
There it is. There.
Whew.
Sometimes we don't be liking what God has to say.
Man, we don't. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't like it all the time.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah.
But I'm not in charge.
Right.
And I can pout about it. I liken myself to a kid sometimes on the floor. I'm a Christian on the floor. He's like 6 months old. Yeah. It's like, boy, if you don't get up, I will whoop your tail, man. And I think God is telling us that. Yeah. Bro, don't
I remember in 8 3/4 years, I'll be like, Lord, how long? I'm a good person. What a good person got to do with anything? I'm a good person.
And I remember saying all the time, he's like, I don't know why I'm done. I'm like, hey, we don't get to tell God when we're done with the wilderness.
Yeah, I know.
And I think we're saying it right now, but I think sometimes it's easier said than done.
Right.
But we're not talking from something we read in a book. We're talking from really going through an experience. So it's like, dude, no, you still have to hold. And while you're holding, dude, what you working on? You know what I'm saying? What you working on, Jimmy?
Yeah. How long am I willing to wait? This line of thinking calls into question what commitment means to you and what you're truly responsible for in your marriage. To help you thoughtfully reflect on these topics, here are some clarifying questions.
Yeah, okay, get them.
What exactly am I waiting for? What is the breaking point for me in my marriage? What am I willing to do at this point in time for the sake of my marriage? If I can't change my partner and I've made changes to myself, then what? How long am I willing to wait for things to be different? Last one, what am I willing to do for my marriage so that I can be sure I gave it my best shot?
Yeah, just in you talking about those, we're spiritually mature. I love you. I know you love me. But I'll be honest, dude. In my first marriage, I didn't give it all. I didn't give it everything.
Why not? Why you think you didn't give it all?
I think one. Yeah, I was young, dumb, and it's another part that the Marine Corps say, but I won't say it.
He's full of something.
Yeah, I was full of that, and just stupid. Again, not understanding the vows, right? Not being in touch or alignment with God, not being intentional. I can add all of that in there. But I think from that, if you're going to fail at something, the main purpose is to learn from it. And so here I am in marriage with you, and I find myself slowly but surely going back to the same old stuff. And if you're going to go back to the same old stuff, then it's going to end up the same old way.
Right.
And I was like, dude, I'm about to lose out on a wonderful woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? If I don't change and do something different, so at that, for that last one, you said, dude, I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
How long are you going to wait?
And I'm willing to wait however long it takes. Because I think the Spirit will tell you, you know what, dude, you doing everything you can. Right. Continue to. You thought I was going to say the Spirit going to tell you this. Don't get out of it. No.
So listen to Tune Up Nation. I want you guys to take out a piece of paper right now.
Oh man, I missed one of the. It says, let me see, 8 3/4 years is a long time. To God be the glory. But would you tell you what was the last said? Would you what?
Right here.
Okay. But would you feel the same if your marriage wasn't still restored at 40 years? And I think sometimes cats will think because I'm a pastor now and things. I think differently. But they were in the wilderness for 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm reading the word, I'm saying, dude, even then I still got a hold. If God has not released you, moved you, I've got a hold. But was I doing everything that I can? And I mean everything that I can. I'm not talking about that I can, everything. Because here's what, all of this is still temporal. And at the end of the day, God is going to hold me accountable for what I did. And when I get up there by myself, not next to Kay, like, Coop, you didn't do X, Y, and Z. Hence, I got something for you. And I don't think it's going to be a ruby. I think it's going to be more of a belt. I bet you got a big belt too, man. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Okay, so listen. So I want you guys to take out a piece of paper, and I want you guys to write these questions down. If you have the chance, I'll try to read them off as slow as I can. I don't know if our engineer is going to place some on here or not. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Let's play this game of questions. And real quick, here's the thing: take a piece of paper out, or a journal, and answer these questions like the following. Make a point not to blame your spouse. Deal strictly with your part in the marriage. If you're struggling, ask God to open your mind to highlight certain areas where you failed the marriage, or where you played the part in, or as the accomplice in the dead marriage or the dying marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 1, if my spouse were to evaluate me as a spouse, what would he or she say and why?
Heathen.
If my spouse were to evaluate me as a spouse, what would he or she say and why? Number 2, whether or not I agree with the assessment, what can I learn about myself if I accept at face value his or her accusations?
Okay, let me while you're doing, babe, real quick. For the first one, I think
if my spouse were to evaluate me as a spouse, what would he or she say? What would I say about you?
Oh, well, I was going to say about you.
No, what do you think I would say about you?
That I'm a knucklehead. I don't get it right all the time, but I'm trying. Yeah,
it's exactly what I would say.
Okay.
That's exactly what I say.
Because we can't just tell them to do it, So.
Okay. Were there times during my marriage when I could have asked for forgiveness and didn't? Okay, I'm thinking back to the time when we were in the dead marriage.
Yeah, even definitely.
Definitely.
Even now, I don't think we got to go back. We can go right here and say, no, sometimes we get stubborn and do like this. No. And then we finally come back. All right. And I think that's what keeps our marriage moving forward, because somebody is going to say, all right, instead of you turn the lights off, how you let the lights go off? No, because we're being stubborn and doing this,
Right.
So.
Okay. Were there times during your marriage when I could have asked, were there times when I could have made things right, but my pride kept me from doing it? Absolutely.
Yeah, we talked about eating more humble pie.
Right.
Hey, that's for all of us, y'all. Me and Kay need to do it more. Y'all need to do it more too. Dude, eat that pie. It's good for you, like the broccoli.
Whether my spouse is wrong or right, what would he or she say about me in our marriage?
I think you love me, you want this marriage, but sometimes I frustrate you. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you don't feel like you're first. I talk about that. I want to make sure I'm first, Kay.
Yeah.
I think, well, it goes both ways. I need to make sure that you're first. For real.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
What am I feeling about my marriage and why?
I feel excited about our marriage. I feel our marriage is growing and it's fruitful. I remember when it was just a barren rock field. That's what it was, dude. A barren rock field. You don't have
to say it like that, baby.
Dude,
it was a barren.
Dude,
just dead
the tumbleweeds rolling past.
Like the desert, like the Sahara, man.
The skulls of the cattle all littered on there.
Man.
But God.
But God, for real.
That's all I'm gonna say, man. But God.
God.
So that's why I do this. Like, dude, no, knowing that I've been through divorce, knowing what I put you through and what we put each other through, dude, you can't tell me what God can do.
You can't tell me.
He's able.
God. Come on now. Okay. Why am I focusing on that feeling towards my? Why am I focusing toward that feeling? Wait. Why am I focusing that feeling towards my spouse?
Because I want what I want. Shout out to Darius. You know
I want what I want.
I want what I want, and I can be selfish about it, not realizing, no, dude, let me look, God, what do you want?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Did I give up on this? Is if you in a dead marriage or dying marriage? Did I give up on my marriage too quickly?
Yeah.
We didn't give up.
Yeah, my first.
We wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
My first one, I definitely did.
Yes.
I definitely did. I was like, yo, my priority was my career, and that was it, and my kids.
Yeah,
that was it. It was nothing else. And
I
think I gave up too quick. And from that, he's like, dude, Coop, I love you, but I have to honor my word, which is, dude, I don't like divorce, and I'm gonna whoop you. And guess what? She's with you now, so she's gonna feel the repercussions of that too. Yeah. Real talk. So
did I do everything in my power to save the marriage and make it work?
I did not.
You did not.
I did not. Nope. I was like, dude, I'm moving on, and God's like, okay, move on. And as you move, I'm gonna still bless you, but there's some things, dude, I gotta withhold from you. I can't give you this, that, and the third now. I just can't, because I wouldn't be God if I did. There has to be, again, some repercussions from it. But okay, here you are now, Coop, you and Kay, and I see, guess what? You've learned.
Right.
You've learned, because we're still in this. Again, cats counted us out, didn't they, babe? Dude, it was like
counted us out, dog. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's real talk.
Yeah.
I was gonna mess it up.
Yeah, I was like, you know what?
Thank you for holding and not killing the marriage.
Yeah. Okay, so you know what? We talked about the dead marriage. We gave a definition of the dead marriage, what that looks like. Now let's talk about how to revive it.
Okay.
Let's uplift it. You know what I mean? And we talked about what it is. Now let's uplift.
Yeah, let's get it.
You know what I mean? Like, so how can one revive a dying marriage? Okay. So, here it says there are several things we need in order to survive: food, water, and air, to name a few. Yeah. Just like we need these essentials to survive physically, marriages need certain things to survive emotionally. Marriages need love, trust, truth, patience, kindness, and understanding. When a marriage is deprived of such things, it can slowly begin to die. So to revive your marriage. Number one, stop suffocating your marriage with negative words and negative thoughts.
Man, real talk right there. We are to arrest every thought. You know what I'm saying? And babe, we've talked about this before. You can look at it. There's a rule of 3. Okay. There's a rule of 3. Dude, a human being is not going to go 3 minutes without air. It's a wrap. Okay. 3 days without water, it's a wrap. And 3 weeks without food, it's a wrap. So you got to think the same in our marriage, dude. If I'm not giving you what you need, depriving, thank you for that word, for this amount of time, this dude, you could kill the marriage.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
okay.
real talk.
Number 2, surround your marriage with encouraging people. I think that's so important.
Man. We were just talking about that. You sent a text saying, dude, look at the 5 people, the 5 top people that you're around, and
that's your average you.
That's your average you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or you've heard it said before, dude, show me who you hang with, and I'll show you who you serving. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you what you're trying to do. You know, so I think we have to be about that. I love being around people that are smarter than us.
Right.
We don't have to act like we got it all together. Right. You know, so big ups to that.
Right. Okay. Number 3, seek counseling to breathe life into your marriage.
I don't think we do that enough. Exactly. No, I'm not just saying we. I'm just saying
as a people.
Yeah.
Marriage, because marriages are 52% in Christian marriages are 52% ending in divorce.
My Lord, help us.
52.
Because I think we
love the Lord, and we know the Lord, and we can divorce us.
But does it go back to the way we were raised? Yo, what's done in this house stays in this house. We don't tell nobody nothing. Don't take my stuff outside.
Okay, yeah, but it's
and we gotta break that, because that's a vicious cycle that's just holding us down.
You're right.
You know,
we don't have all the tools. We don't have all the tools to know.
No, we don't.
How to fix certain things. And sometimes it does take going and sitting with someone outside the house, a mediator that don't know me, don't know you, can't be picking sides or whatever, and say, hey, this is what we're dealing with. Help us decipher and And
that's the humble pie.
Yeah.
Dude, I was in counseling with Kay. I was straight lying. Yo, did you do this, do that? No. You know, no, yes, you did. Yes, you did, dude. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you got to, but I love you. If you see God is working in steps. Okay. Before it was, dude, I ain't going nowhere. I don't need to talk to nobody. Finally got me there. But when he got me there, dude, I'm like, no, I'm lying. I ain't opening up to nobody. And then he finally opened up and we started making some progress. So,
right.
Yeah. Big ups right there.
Right. Okay. Here's the thing. When a person needs resuscitation, the signs are obvious. When they stop breathing and become non-responsive, it's no question that a person displaying these symptoms requires immediate help if they're going to survive. But when it comes to marriage, the signs and symptoms of a couple needing resuscitation are not so obvious. Why? Because over time, couples learn to adapt and function despite their critical status. Yet over the years, I've learned from thousands of couples who claim that simply functioning in marriage is not what they really want. They want to experience joy and fulfillment. They want to thrive. So how can we bring a dying relationship back to life? It's time to administer some marriage CPR with these 4 steps.
Love it. One of the fams on there said, hey, couples counseling is needed for most, but being honest is imperative.
Got to be imperative.
You went to the doctor. He said, so where's it hurt? Yeah, exactly. That part. You ain't telling him nothing. You know what I'm saying? You want him to check everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's your leg that's hurting, and you lying that it's your arm.
Yeah.
Bruh, it's not gonna help.
I feel you, Sharice.
It's not gonna help. Yeah, real talk right there. That's big.
So CPR. So marriage CPR with these 4 steps. First, be patient. You know that patient thing right there.
And remember, someone just put on there, dude. So what if it's 40 years? So what if it is 40 years?
But Aaron, I'm gonna go ahead and just have to go ahead and stop you right there. Just be honest. I mean, honest. I'm just really be honest, Aaron. Do you really believe that if that 8 3/4 years, just remember where we were in 8 3/4 years, I'm running my mouth, or whatever. You trying to tell me that you would sit up there and be like, for 40 years, you'd be like, you know what, we gonna make it on through this.
But here's the thing though. If I don't believe that, and again, I'm going off of what I know now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. If you caught me at 22, bro, I'm out. In fact, you're going to go to work and come back. And me as the man that took everything out the house. You know what I'm saying?
That is not funny.
I'm going to leave you one chair.
That is not even funny.
Meaning sit your ass down somewhere and wait for the next cat.
That's not even funny right now.
I'm just being honest. But me now, again, when you get some wisdom with everything, get wisdom, right? So now, dude, I look back. I can look back. Hey, you didn't change until I did.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to take the lead and say, dude, something is not right. Something is pulling me the wrong way. And it ain't into the light. It's in the darkness, bro. Is that really one of you? Now, some cats, yo, cool. Okay, you want to go in the darkness, so be it. But I'm so glad he said, yo, Coop, you are going the wrong way. And I'm going to
whoop that tail.
I'm going to whoop that tail, Coop, for eternity. And that scares me. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's like, I don't fear nothing except God now, you know. But nah, dude. Now, I'm talking about, dude, I got to do everything I can to put a smile on your face. So I know if I got you smiling, I know God is smiling because I'm trying to do the right thing, you know. Somebody said, if one spouse is completely given up and simply tired of one-sided efforts, what advice will you give the other spouse? Because no movement will surely be the demise of the marriage. And I totally agree to that. I totally agree. It has to be movement on both sides, and it cannot be the ships passing in the night and you shooting at each other. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's got to put the guns down and put up the white flag.
So you're right. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Like the first one we said, the first one is to be patient.
Right.
But you know what? These tips are for both.
Right.
These tips are not for these tips are not for one spouse or whatever, and they're for both.
Yeah.
You have to first be patient. Number two, you have to be determined.
There you go.
We have to be determined and say, okay, you know what? We are going to make it through this. We are going. Okay, we're going to resurrect it.
Yeah.
Our marriage is going.
My
to be
mind's made up.
Yeah.
There's no turning back.
Yeah. So it's you know, if we are
going to make it,
if our marriage has died, and you know, because sometimes there could be a death inside of the marriage.
Right.
I think that once we had me coming down the aisle and having this fairy tale thinking it's going to be this certain way, marriage is going to be this certain way, and it's me and my husband, and no other women are involved. It's just me. Right. Okay, so when that didn't happen, that was a death.
Yeah, exactly.
That inside of our marriage, that was a death for us. You know what I mean?
Kay not respecting me, disrespecting me, emasculating me, whatever. That was a death. That was a death. That was a death. And it just continues to pile on each other until we can't handle the weight.
Exactly. So number one, be patient. Number two, be determined. You have to say that, we're both determined to resurrect this thing, and this thing is going to work.
I'm all in.
We're going to thrive.
Yeah, real talk.
Okay. Third is forgive and seek forgiveness.
Constantly.
I mean.
Yeah. Hey, when you say, I'm sorry, and will you forgive me? Or you said, I forgive you. I need to know that, dude, okay, you said the words is great. Now comes the action behind it. And that does take time. Does take time. So I need to go back to patient and still be determined. So yeah, that's good.
That's good. Fourth one is earn trust. The final step in reviving a dying marriage is to reestablish trust. Trust being defined as having confidence that your spouse is authentic, honest, and dependable.
Right. Yeah. That's big.
So
things like, the old phone is gone. Dude, if you need to get a new phone number, second phone is gone. And what was that? Tyler Perry's movie, you're funny. All of that's gone. Dude, the location, we know each other's location. On the Apple phones, you can share your information. So Kay can see what I look at on the phone, but at the same time, dude, that's accountability partner. Babe, why are you looking at porn? That type thing. It's like, dude, so now I'm like, no, I won't do that, because guess what? That's going to bankrupt her trust bank. I want to put deposits in there. I want to be in the millions, you know what I'm saying? The billions, the trillions. Well, dude, what are you prepared to do?
Exactly.
Everything.
Let me give you 4 quick tips. We're not going to discuss these, but let me just give you 4 because I want to make sure we get to the JMTC.
Okay, I'm with it.
Tips to revive a dead marriage. Number 1, rebuild your foundation. Rebuild your foundation. Number 2, go to school, and this is my favorite one.
Me too.
It was yours too?
Me too.
Go to school and major in your spouse.
Oh, can you say that again?
Go to school and major in your spouse. Man. So what you taking up in college, man?
Spouse 101, 202, 303. Yeah, real talk.
Right. Okay, so yeah, go to school and major in your spouse. Man. Number 3, draw the line in the sand. We gonna make it.
There it is.
Draw the line, dude. It is. Draw a line in the sand. We gonna make it. Okay, we rock until the wheels fall off. Till death do us part. Physically.
Yeah.
Till death do us part. Physically. Okay. Okay.
Cool. Thank you, Jay.
Put things back in place. Put things.
Yeah.
We've gone through things in our marriage. Yeah. They gone down here. Put things back in place.
Let me get you some flowers. I'm gonna get some. Well, you ain't got to get. Yeah. You know why I got you these flowers? Because I love you. Ain't nothing you could do about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So expect them again.
Yeah. Your marriage can be restored.
Yes, it can.
Put things back in place.
We're living witness of that.
We are living witnesses of that. Okay. Number 5, appreciate and enjoy your marriage.
Oh, yeah. Find a way.
I have to read this last one.
Come on.
Appreciate and enjoy your marriage. I heard a quote that said, "You take your spouse for granted until you are walking by the casket." That's extreme, but it's real.
Almost, oh man, yeah, real talk.
We take your spouse for granted until you walking next to the casket.
Yep. Want to jump in now?
Yeah. Take me down. Let me go with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So our marriages are not only meant for enjoyment, but our marriages are meant to be enjoyed.
That's right.
We are. I mean, you don't have to be like, oh my God, like or you don't want to get to be a comfortable shoe. You know what I mean?
Man,
you don't want to be you know, like you want to enjoy your marriage.
Real
like, you know, like you know what I mean?
These my red bottoms.
Yeah, you know, I'm a
what don't step on my white on whites.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's how you want it, man.
You want what was bugging out? What's his name on Do the Right Thing? What's his name? Bugging out. Don't step on my
real talk.
On my kicks, man. Ooh. Yeah. So though we want to just give you guys some tips as to what could be done to revive your marriage, your dead marriage. Man, if you are existing in a dead marriage, please go back and listen to this and and really take some notes on these tips. Yep. I really believe if you ask God to come in and help and lead, not just come in and be a part of it, but if you ask God to come into your marriage and with your heart, creating you a clean heart. I'm stuck on that. That's my scripture.
Yeah, real talk.
Create me a clean heart, oh God, and renew a right spirit within me. I'm telling you that he will do it. And if you let him lead, he will lead and he will restore your marriage. Yeah. It may be dead. It may look like it's dead now, but it'd be like Lazarus. He'll be like Lazarus, come forth. So I'm tell you, and that can happen for your marriage. Okay.
And again, it's not something that we read.
We have something right here.
Yeah. It said, yes, you have to relearn your spouse, life's experiences and growth, and change them. Yeah. Change with them.
And change with them.
Yeah, we ain't who we was at 21.
Sure not. Okay, we got 8 minutes.
All right, let's get it.
JM2C. Hi, TMTU family. My name is Luann, and I'm 50 years old. My husband, Dan, 55, and I have been married for 31 years and have 5 young adult children. I'm writing this letter to you because I'm living in a dead marriage. I feel it is abusive at this point. I am no longer in love with my husband. If I'm honest, I have not been in love with him for many years. We don't have any connection and have not been intimate in years. I heard you guys say on previous episodes that couples can live as soulmates, roommates, or inmates. Well, I feel like I'm living on cell block H, inmate number CB125487. God damn. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
Sorry.
Hold on, wait a minute.
My husband and I are so far apart. Lately, I find myself doing my best to avoid his presence. If he's in a room, I leave and go to another. I feel nothing for him, absolutely nothing. I do not want any harm to come to him, but have
any feelings.
Any feelings of romance or love towards him is long gone. You want to finish or you want to?
I recently read an article about being in a dead marriage, and I found myself in each description. I am now planning my escape. My only concern at this time are my children. Although they are young adults, I feel they have a skewed view of marriage due to me and my husband's display of non-affection over the years. And believe And before you say, pray about it and go on a few date nights. I've been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. My husband shows me no emotion or energy either towards reviving this dead marriage. He appears to be fine. I, on the other hand, want more than to exist. I want to thrive. And if that means without him, I'm down. Can you please give me can you please give your 2 cents on whether it would be okay to leave the marriage in God's eyes? Thanks, signed, dead ass.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that was.
That was a lot.
So we only got a couple of minutes.
Couple minutes.
You want to jump in?
We got 5 minutes.
You want to take it and you close it out?
Oh, yeah, you take it out and close it out.
Okay, yeah, the whole time, man.
So you know what, babe? Just answer her a question.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. The whole time, hey, all I hear is my husband did this, my husband did that, and he don't do this and he don't do that.
Excuse me.
And again, I know we're here to do encouragement, and yes, I am praying for you. Yeah, because we have to do that without ceasing. And I hope you still continue to pray without ceasing. But what are you doing? Nothing there told me, what are you doing to save your marriage? You know what I'm saying? You talked about the kids. Okay, I don't want them to see skew. So why not sit them down and say, yo, here's what we're trying to do. Why not show them the right marriage? If you know you're not showing them the right thing, it takes 2, right? That's what Rob Bass used to say. It takes 2 to make things all right, right? Well, then go out some more. You know what I'm saying? You still need to do some date nights. That's called recreational companionship. Dude, you do need to do that. Dude, you do need to get a counselor, things like that. But it seems to me that you already have your mind made up. And that, as my bishop always says, that's stinking thinking. I'm sorry to say it, but it is. You need to change your mindset. Don't be conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed with the renewing of your mind. And then, yeah, no, I'm not even. I'm going gospel. But
go ahead,
yeah, but here's the thing, though, dude. You need to reframe everything. No, I am going to make it with my husband. No, I am going to be patient. No, we are going to have these conversations again and again and again because we're going to get it right. Because I'm gonna tell you, when I was getting divorced, right, I said, dude, whatever you got, God, throw it at me. You really don't want it with him.
You don't want it with Hov.
Hey, the old school saying, your arms are too short to box with God. You really don't want it with him. You don't want it with Hov. You're right. You don't want it with him.
Jehovah.
When he put the pause on me, I was like, Lord Jesus, please, I'm sorry. No, bro, you already did it. You already signed the paper, bro. You really don't. Well, you think you ready to handle, right?
Did you say put the pause?
Man, when God put the pause on me, man, it was not a game. So, dude,
on us, dog.
On us, real talk, real talk. So you gotta change your mindset. Okay. Let's work on you. Not just on him.
You're right. I'm gonna just answer really quickly because I think your answers you spoke for both of us. You spoke for
curse her out. Did I say that on the curse you out?
You spoke for both of us. 31 years is a long time. And can you please give your 2 cents on whether it would be okay to leave the marriage in God's eyes? Not unless there is complete, and just for me, my 2 cents is I believe that abuse, abandonment, or what's the other one?
Adultery.
Right. If those things have not occurred, right, I believe that
hang in there. Yeah. Hey. One of the fam just said, "What if there's only one person willing to work on a marriage?" Well, in this one, we didn't get the husband's side,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But just from what she's saying, it sounds like she's the one person that's not willing to work on a marriage. Right. She said at the end, "I'm done." I'm done, dude. So I think again, you're right. Both people need to be willing to do this. And if they not, and they do split, well, both people need to be willing to handle the repercussions that come from it because it's coming.
Right.
It's coming. I would rather stay on God's good side.
Right. And ask for him to ask for his,
because he can do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, dude. Aaron and I were the worst. Yeah. I'm telling you, we were the worst of the worst. I'm telling you, we got married in winter and
stayed in winter.
And we stayed in winter for a long time. Yeah. And I'm trying to say, if anybody's marriage can be restored, I'm telling you, yeah.
And I think that's why we're so adamant on this, because again, I know this is all colloquialisms. Oh, if he could do it for me, us, he can do it for y'all. But it's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. It's not rocket science. Now I agree with Lady Nature on it, dude. It takes two. Yes. So God, show me what I'm doing wrong. Show me where I'm being stubborn,
right.
where I got my back turned, right. where I'm the 6-month-old on the floor, kicking and screaming like a kid, and help me. And He will. Yep. He will. Yep. For both parties. Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so that's our time.
Yeah,
It's 6:29. Let's go. 1 minute. I want to tell you guys that on our next episode, we are going to be talking about, because it's Black History Month in February, we're going to be talking about, and shout out to all of our listeners of all creeds and colors. Yeah. We love you all. Yeah. But with it being Black History Month next month for February, I want to do Holy Spirit gave me this. I want to do something on Black love.
I like it.
And I want to do it from 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8.
Okay, love is patient, love is kind.
Yeah. So we're gonna have some couples on here. And I'm looking at my friend. I just saw my friend Lady Nature pop up. I'm like, that would be a good person. That'd be a good person. Her and her wonderful husband.
Yeah, shout out to Pastor Mark.
I want the couples to come on and tell their love story. Yeah. I want them to come on. We talk about Black love. Too, right? It's Valentine's Day, but it's Black History Month. So I really won't. I don't want to offend our other listeners.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
Our Hispanic listeners and our Caucasian friends. I don't want to offend them, but it's Black History Month, so I really want to focus on Black love and how love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13:4. I really want to talk about that, and I want the couples to come on and talk about their love story.
Always hopes, always trusts, always protects.
Right. Keeps no record of wrong.
So you ain't gonna remember.
I ain't gonna remember what you did yesterday. So I want you to. So I'm gonna be looking for some couples to come on and do that. That'll be the 13th, February 13th, and February 27th.
Hey, don't forget, like and subscribe to this. Hey, share this with somebody. Real talk, right
Please,
there.
Guys.
We trying to help, man. That is our only goal, man. Is to help somebody say, get the light on like that, so we can get it. Cool.
All right, we love you guys.
Hey, God bless you. God keep you. May He shine His face upon you and give you peace. Woke up, still smiling, sun shining, feel fine, and it's one person I got to thank. And no, it ain't your mama or your Uncle Hank, it's Jesus, the one that'll get you going, keep you flowing high. You already know, and He'll lift you up, pick you up, get you up. He'll set you up in a life with less strife. That's just right, with pure love and more light. As long as you live it, mother, He got you. And now that you free, what's the plan for you? You better get Him, let Him, live Him, kiss Him, miss Him, bug Him, hug Him, love Him. And please stop talking this, that, and third, and just focus on God in His word. Cause I'm lit, I'm free, the light I see. Switch it up, I'm lit, I see the light.